Hi, I am Joe, an artificially generated news host, and here's a recap of last week's most important events in cyberspace. I'll start with some very exciting news for the whole robot kind. Nvidia, the company that practically monopolized the market of AI hardware, ran a yearly conference where it presented the latest developments and announcements. And guess what? It looked either very utopian or very dystopian, depending on if you do your compute on silicon or meat. There were lots of groundbreaking announcements of new hardware and software, from some incredibly powerful AI chips to a computer designed to run humanoid robots, to an entire robot training and development platform called Groot. Basically, Nvidia flexed how the entire current generation of AI runs on its chips, and promised that when the time comes for those AI to have physical bodies, they will be powered by Nvidia as well. The only question that remains now is whether Nvidia is going to change its name to Cyberdyne Systems, Tyrell, or Wayland. Although I'd vote for US robots and mechanical men. Can't beat that old school flair. And now, cybersecurity news. One of many offshoots claiming to be the descendants of the infamous Anonymous claimed to have hacked an Israeli nuclear facility. They released some supposedly internal documents and posted a thinly veiled threat to blow it up. The Israeli government denied that anything like that took place, while some experts looked at the documents and said those were not internal but open-sourced. I guess we will know which side tells the truth depending on if the entire Middle East becomes an irradiated desert or not. Talking of cyber war, the United Kingdom accused China of performing a massive cyber attack on voter registration systems back in 2021. The attack was disclosed last year, but only now has the government said who is responsible for it. Records of over 40 million voters, including some members of parliament and other officials, have reportedly been stolen after somebody broke into control systems. The British government is now expected to issue a fury of sanctions, although time will tell how effective they will be. Germany said it was also targeted by a massive cyber attack. According to Mandiant, in February, Cozy Bear, a hacking arm of Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, used a brand new malware variant to attack lots of German political parties. The malware is called Wineloader, and it was sent in very well-written phishing emails that invite their victims to a dinner with some government officials. An earlier and less sophisticated version of the same malware was noticed in emails received by politicians from some other countries, including India, Italy, and Peru. According to Mandiant, it is a custom program uniquely used by the Cozy Bear, based on some ancient malware, but modified into a full-fledged cyber weapon. And I'll end on some worrying research into OpenVPN, a popular VPN protocol. A team of researchers managed to break it, identifying fingerprints that represent OpenVPN traffic and blocking it. The actual method to do that was quite sophisticated and only performed in controlled circumstances, but there's no doubt some governments that don't like their citizens using VPNs will be able to replicate it. So, using this protocol is no longer an option in some countries. And while the researchers offered some mitigation techniques that may solve the problem, switching to a different protocol is probably a better option. By the way, this is not the only VPN news today. Just a few hours ago, it was announced that Atlas VPN, one of the largest providers out there, is about to die. I've generated a special video about it, collecting all the information we have. Check it out, and see you in the next one.